Okay, this is another quick video here. This is a very, very special video actually. This video, okay, I just want to give some praising basically to some wonderful families, okay? I want to say a few things, okay? Um, I want to mention some people who I regard as very, very inspiring. Let's say a father and son stories, okay? Father and son stories. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to mention some other inspiring people too, who are also wonderful fathers, okay? That I know of in my life. But in this video, I'm going to mention two wonderful, wonderful father and son relationships, which are just so, so beautiful and so inspiring, okay? The first one I'm going to mention is first of all, okay, let's mention this. First of all, we've got like three generations, haven't we? We've got like our generation, or let's say, I mean, let's say the 30s age group. I'm saying like the third people in the third. Let's say the mid. We got the mid. No, I'll say it this way. So we got the mid generation, mid-age generation, right? Then you got the older generation, and then you get the kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids. Don't forget about the kids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now. Don't forget about the kids. You forget about the kids, you forget about the little lunch money, man. They'll come back crying, smacking your ass with a couple of dead fish bones. What I'm trying to say though is just joking, right? But really, really, this is really. I mean, I've been really moved. I've been really, really moved by two touching families, okay? One is my bro Demsley. Hi Demsley, bro. That's Dwayne Gene Emsley, okay? If you know Demsley, he's an absolute legend. His whole family thing's amazing anyway. He's got a deep family story anyway. We can relate to each other in a lot of ways too. But his dad's also amazing actually. His dad's also very they're very close, right? Very close. And that could be mentioned. I could mention that. But what I was going to say though in this video was with Demsley, okay, Dwayne Gene Emsley, is it's him and his son Arlie. Okay, Arlie's just a baby. He's only like 2 years old in this video, right? I'm just saying, I was like at the time of making this video. Demsley, okay, Dwayne Gene Emsley, like 30 something, few years older than me, just a few years older than me. His son's Arlie, a little boy growing up, little tiny boy, you know. And the love between them is just so amazing. The love that Demsley shows for his son, the love, the proudness of being a father from the day he was born until now. And the actual, fair enough, we'll go through stress and that, but what an inspiration. Now, I myself, I'm not a father, I don't have a child yet, but it's just so, so moving to see all the photos and videos and all that. And he's always telling his son he loves his son, and he's always like, anyone who knows Demsley, everyone who's known Demsley like, from before he even became a dad, and then when he became a dad, and he was like so proudly sharing the photos of his son, and you know, I mean, for me, right, I'll tell you this, it gets really, really boring when you see people just sharing photos of their babies and their dogs and their pets. That bores the shit out of me, right? I'll be honest with you, excuse my language. What the you know what? I don't give a damn about that. I'm not being funny. But with Demsley though, it's a bit different. With Demsley, it's like, you know, he's sharing this stuff and he's like, because I know him anyway more, you know what I mean? And it's like he's got his son, and it's like the love is so inspiring that between him and his son. He's like, he really, really does. He's a really, really good example of what a dad should be, especially like a younger aged dad as well. Or the same, mid, 30 something, right? That's amazing, right? It's really, I want to praise him for that. Very big inspiration there, for like, one of the most inspirational dads ever. I'll say that right, ever. Sons and dads, people in general. Now the next person I'm going to mention is Jason Stork. Hi Jason Stork. I've got to mention him again. I've already made a couple of videos for Jason recently. You know, he's a Mountainous, okay, on YouTube. His channel Mountainous, and you find him on Facebook as well, okay. Jason Shredder. But it's Jason Stork, okay, Mountainous. Oh, just recently, man, Jason, I watched your video. Oh my god, I watched the video. I'll be honest with anybody watching this, okay? You might think I'm a pussy anyway, wimp, but I really did cry a little bit. I watched that video, and I actually did get a couple of tears come in my eyes, because I watched this video as a human being, right? And I wanted to like share it on my Facebook and that, but I thought I can't do that because it's out of respect and that, you know. I would love to do it though. you know, if, with your permission, Jason, I would love to actually share that singing video. It's the singing video I'm talking about on my Facebook channel, just to show everybody, not to show them. It's not everybody's business, but it's like for the simple fact that this is real love between a son and a father. You know, any people in general, so you know, generations, you know, and as a human being, it wakes everybody up that our time on this earth is short, and one day you just don't know when. We should try to keep in good health and do what we can, but it's like you just don't know when your time might be up. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is it. We're only here for this one chance. We should really try to make the most of our lives. And a video, or like the videos that Jason has showed, and the photos too on Facebook of him and his dad, I've been so moving, because Jason Stork, okay, is a wonderful human being anyway. I do believe he's 40 something, so it's like about 10 years older than me. You know, where does the time go? But he seems so young and full of energy, you know, he really is. And it's like, Jason Stork, if anyone knows him, you'll know he's a nice guy, and basically, basically it's like, he lost his father, and just recently, to cancer, right? Cancer, terminal cancer, or whatever. And he lost his father, but the whole time, or most of the time, you know, Jason was there, and he was there with his dad, you know, and he was like saying to his dad, you know, I love you with all of my heart, you know, and it was so moving. I'm not going to cry now, but it was like so moving. I was singing songs and that together, singing together with his dad in the hospital bed. He was with him the whole time. He was like, stayed with him hours on end. His mum was there too, right? Your mum, lovely, and the family and that, whoever was there, in the hospital, and it's so cool. And making videos and that, but to get the moments, to, you know, these cherish to be cherished, you know, moments. And he was there, and he was like, and he was walking with him in the hallway and that as well. I saw that video, but it was that singing video. It was that singing video that got me. It was just so motivational. And I want to say to you, okay, Jason Stork, this is private stuff. It's your family stuff, all right? So don't let anyone tell you different. Like, don't let anyone tell you, you know, this and that, because it's up to you. It's your private photos and private video, family stuff that's very personal to you. But my advice, okay, Jason Stork, would be to leave that up, leave those videos up, let everybody see, because this is real love, you know, for human beings, and this is really beautiful. I'm sure anyone, if you watched that video, do you know the one I'm talking about, guys? When Jason was singing the song, I can't remember the name, please excuse me. I was singing the song to his dad by his dad's hospital bed, his father's hospital bed, and it was like a few days or I don't know exactly, but it was like, you know, before his passing, and he was trying to keep his spirits up, you know, and Jason was singing. Jason gave him a kiss on the head and hugged him, and he said, "Dad, I love you with all of my heart." And it was just so moving. I'm not gonna cry on this video. I'm not gonna cry on this video, man. I've just had a class of students here in China. I'm a teacher. I'm like teaching English, as you know, and I've been trying like showing in my heart as well to the class of students, trying to tell them to believe in themselves more. And it's not just about you learning English or you learning a subject. You know, to the students, I'm saying in life it goes so fast, and we see so many illusions and things that we have to be true to ourselves. We're all the same underneath. We all have a heart. We all, you know what I mean, and a mind. But it's like that video that was so moving. I just so, you know, sorry, it's like Jason Stork, man. God, it's amazing, you know. And Jason lives up there in the mountains, yeah, in his place, a little dojo home and that, yeah. I don't know exactly if you're living exactly by yourself, are you, Jason? I'd imagine you're by yourself living there in your dojo home. But he's just a wonderful person, right? A really wonderful person. And you know what? I think if anyone would be with Jason, right? Friends of Jason, anyone who'd be close to him, regardless of differences between people and all this and that, we're all different, but if anyone was close with Jason, if anyone knew him, so if you knew another human being, that's what I should say, if a human being knew another human being as similar as we are, because we're all human at the end of the day, then you would be more accepting. I think if you knew Jason, if you was his friend, you'd love him as a friend. If you were his brother or sister, you'd love him like that. If you were his parents, you'd love him. If you were Jason's wife, let's say, you would love him, you know, his girlfriend or whatever, you know, you would love, because he's got passion for life. The shallow people don't have passion for life, and they're going to go excuse my language, that shallow people are going to go to that grave, deep and dark as it is, and they're going to just be dust in history. I have to be as strong-worded as I have to be there, because it's true. And like Jason said, the light, was it the life and the beauty? I can't remember the word. Sorry, the light, the beauty is all around. The beauty is all around, even in the darkest hour. It's all around. Just look for the beauty around you. Life is amazing. People need to get off, excuse my language, because this is a beautiful praising video here, but people, I'm sure you'll agree, right, in the love and the heart and all of that we have for life, okay, and all that love that we do have, and the honour and the value for life, people that don't do it need to get off their fucking ass. Excuse my language. Don't you agree, bro? I don't want to swear on a video like this, but you know what I mean, guys. People need to get off their ass and stop complaining about life, stop being a lazy dildo, stop putting people down, stop doing stuff that's bad for your health, smoking, drinking, taking drugs, all this flashy, fake bloody crap they're going on about every day. They need to get off their ass. And who are you talking about, Rich? Just make your point more clear, Richard. What are you saying? Yeah, I know I'm maybe not coming across clear, but I'm saying everybody in life needs to be more positive. Take away any hatred, differences you may have between others. We're all different, fair enough, but we're all the same. Love life, we love your parents, love your kids, we're all different, we all learn differently anyway. You can't force your ideas on people like I'm trying to do, right? No, I'm just saying, but really though, right, I'm just saying, we don't know how long we're going to be here. And there's people in worse health. There's people that are more unfortunate than you. And as the same as you are, the same as you may be less fortunate than somebody else. But you don't need to compare to others and think about all this fake stuff. Think about what's true. What's real. So in this video, excuse all my hot-tempered bit there. I want to basically just say, it's a very inspiring. They are two inspiring. Father and son relationships, especially, right? You got Demsley and his son Arlie, and then Jason Stork and his father, and the nickname Wimpy, right? I don't know his real name, sorry, but it was just so beautiful, right? Really, really wonderful. One was like a middle-aged dad and a young son, and then you've got a middle-aged son and an older father. It's just absolutely beautiful, though. This is what it's about. And then the other people I was going to mention is I want to say respect to Clive Mackenzie. Hi, Clive Mackenzie, who's just recently or becoming a father again, right? And he said, I don't know how many kids you got. Well done to you for that. And another person I really want to mention is also Rick, DTG Taiho Jitsu, our brother forever, who also passed away, right? So it's another thing, So he chose to end his own life, apparently, and this is very, very, to me, that's just the most terrible thing. From my point of view, it's something I would never do. The family, everybody who knew him, would definitely felt the loss, felt so hurt when we lost Rick. But it's like, I even made a rap, for it, and that kind of seems a bit cheesy. I didn't want to do that, but it was like I made a rap, made a song like in his honour. People have done that, made songs and raps. So I made a song called in honour of Rick. Before it was called This Is My Life, and the lyrics go like, this is my life. I'm free to live it however I want. I can go anywhere I want to go. Know anything I want to know. And it's basically what it's about. It's about you can go anywhere. You don't need to be pushed to that limit where you give up on your life. Because in his life, he was such a positive person, Rick was. And Rick was so positive, he would make communication with anyone. He would try to help others. He was so concerned. He was going through stress at work. He was going through the pressure in life. In this fake world we live in. But he was so real underneath it all. And he was so patient underneath it all. And he went through so much. And he believed in right, and positivity. And so he lived more in his life than other people might live for double his age or whatever, you know what I mean? And what I want to say is, about Rick, Rick was another wonderful human being, because apparently, I don't want to give away too many personal details on that, but it's like, for different reasons, him not having kids, right? But he did have a daughter that he called daughter, and he loved his daughter, and it was like he treated that person as his own child, and he loved his daughter so much, and he always said my daughter, and he taught her, and it really did become his daughter. It's the same way as I'm calling you guys bros. I've adopted Demsley as my brother, my real brother. I've adopted him basically, you know, just because I've adopted him in my heart. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll adopt you too. Anyone. It's like if you make a connection with anyone, but it's like I'm kind of like Steven Seagal, but I'm a little bit more skinny. It's like I'm like, but for me, it's like I'll adopt anyone as my family. I'll look at anyone and say that's a brother or a sister to me. We're all human. I don't know about a religion as such, you know, but I respect all religions. But it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's like that, like a religious kind of thing. I like, you know, martial arts, spirit in the heart, spirit, you know, meditation, mindset, you know, in terms of the mind, the internal, the thinking, the mind, the philosophy, health for the mind, the body, training martial arts. That's that. It's just like a religion to me almost. I live that way of life, you know, and looking at others the same and saying, you know what, they can help themselves. Everybody needs a direction of light. We can also look and see the light in the darkness sometimes. You know, beauty's all around, even in the darkest hour, like Jason Stork says. We can learn from anyone around us. As long as you just be open-minded and open your heart and learn to be forgiving and loving and understand others. You know, even if there's people out there that are negative, there's people that are so bloody lazy and negative and all this, but it's like they're coming from different points of view. They're coming from what they've been exposed to in their lives and their understanding. So you don't win by like forcing someone. It's like nature, you know what I mean? It's like if someone is thinking one way or another, then it's more easy to push them in that direction. If someone really likes a girl, let's say a guy really loves a girl, he really wants to be with that girl, you know, then if you were to say, go and talk to her, go on, you want it, you know you do. Or it's like maybe you like cookies, milk and cookies, right? Or a slice of pizza, or a slice of chocolate cake. Go and have it, you deserve it, go on. If you, in your mind, in your heart, if you really want a piece of that chocolate cake, I'm sure you'll go and get it, because all it needs is that push. Go on, egg him on, you know, do it. Maybe like it's the same for anything. So it could be if you've chosen you want to go this way or you want to go that way. You choose which way you want to go. You've chosen already in your mind what you really want. All it needs is that step, and sometimes you need, you know, people can push you one way. So, but you've got to be careful and not follow others that way. You've got to be true to yourself and don't make the wrong choices too. But we learn by our experiences, you know. So it's like a ball going down a hill. All it needs is a little tap, and then that ball will roll down the hill to the force of gravity and the forces of nature. So the laws of gravity all around us, sort of nature all around us. So we have to follow with, learn from it. See what I'm trying to say? But it's harder to push uphill. So it's always easier to go with the flow of nature. It's the martial philosophy again. The flow of nature is not to hate everybody and you know, and be destructive. It's be creative. Go with the flow of what it is. And you might say, well, we're all heading to our timely death. We're all heading to, you know, that dry skin on your body dies and you grow new skin and new hair. Yeah, fair enough. But it's this flow. You go through the flow. You don't try and make up things. It's the same as you make up illusions in your mind and you think negative thoughts. So basically, the light is there. The beauty's all around you. You just need to see it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. We can get so deep, but the bottom line is love your life, you know, and be positive in yourself. And we can learn as we go through this journey, and that's what it is, and we'll gain a lot if we stop looking at something else. If I stop looking at if you stop looking at one part of the picture, you see the whole picture, and that could be a very small detail, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, yeah? But then it might be, you know, or it might be a very big picture. But it's the same as if you just look at the whole picture and you never focus on detail. That's another thing, right? So look at the details that matter to you, but never get stuck in one spot. You've got to keep flowing. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah? And observing everything around you, and observing all kinds of possibilities of ideas and everything. Be open-minded and open your heart. If you're, you know, if you don't connect to nature that way, if your heart isn't natural, you know, I'm rambling now, you know what I mean? So again, I want to say to Jason Stork, okay, legend, Jason Stork, wonderful. That video of him and him singing to his father, and at the end kissing his father and on his head and hugging him, saying, "I love you, Dad. I love you with all of my heart." It was so moving. It was the best video. What is more beautiful than that? It's just so wonderful. You know what I mean? I can't fucking believe it. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? And again, just a moment ago, just a while ago, but I was thinking back to like Karate Kid, is it 2? Yeah, Karate Kid 2, when Mr. Miyagi Mr. Miyagi's dad also dies, and Mr. Miyagi's sitting on the beach thinking about it. It's like night time, and then I think it's night time. I can't remember, sunset or something. And then you got Daniel LaRusso, Danielson sits beside Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid 2, and he talks about how he lost his father too. And he held his hand and he said goodbye. He talked about it. He said, oh, you did the right thing. And then Mr. Miyagi, like the tears come in his eyes, and you see the heart, the young person sharing his heart with the old person, and then the master of life, this martial art master as such, who's teaching this young little kid who's getting bullied and that, but he's got heart with him in the inner power of the heart. That's the most important thing in martial arts and in humanity. We're not talking about bullshit, people saying, oh, the 80s are cheesy movies and that. Because people are dickheads now. They're shallow fucking cans of Coke with nothing in. That's what they are. They got like, it's like it's not the caffeine, man. They're like empty cans of Coke, these people, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, but back in the day there was real, more, and we are still all human. They're just fooled by this fakeness, this fake society we create around us. We're all the same, really. We're still human beings. It doesn't matter if it's the 80s, the 90s. We're still here now. We're here, and you can make your life more beautiful if you start relating to people and understanding people. You know what I'm trying to say? When we can relate, we're just born at different times, in different places, in different situations. Money is cut down from these trees here. Money. That's what they make money from. You know what I'm saying? To be real now, come on, we just make up a lot of this stuff we see around us. The reality is we are as natural as these trees here who know nothing about government and all that. We are born as people. That's it. I might be holding this camera, I might be wearing this t-shirt because it looks like, what's it, Mr. Sports Guy. No, I'm just saying what it fucking is, man. So epic, man. Thank you so much for watching this video. 22 minutes almost. Take care, everybody. Just take care, train hard and stay safe. Take care, keep healthy. I speak my mind sometimes. Sometimes I ramble, I'm tripping over my words, I know. I start swearing. Sometimes I act like I know it all, maybe even to you, you might feel that. Sometimes I come across, I'm this little skinny guy here who thinks he knows everything about martial arts and all that. I'm not that at all. I'm a teacher too, as I say, here in China. I always try and be humble with my students in the classes. I have respect and understand every single human being, because even though we are different, okay, we are all the same. We are all the same. These two leaves here on this tree, they're going to start arguing with each other. The grass and the bush, we're all together, man. Forget the bullshit, you know what I mean? Take care. There's a plane up there flying. There's a plane up there flying. Where's it going, man? Get the shotgun out. Only joking. What the hell in blazes? Oh my goodness, what's that about? I can't believe my brain cells. Take care, guys. Bye. See you again soon.